Mackenzie. It's good to see you again.
Hi.
Make yourself at home.
Good to see you.
How have you been?
I've been pretty good. Actually, pretty exciting. I just got engaged.
Oh, that's very exciting.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. But I don't know. I've just been having a couple of issues with my fiance, just because I don't really get along with his family, and like his family doesn't really like me. They think that I'm like a bad choice for him, and I really kind of feel that sometimes, like in a relationship. And I just don't really know what to do. I mean, I obviously love him, like I want to get married, but I'm just afraid that this will be like a really big, problem in the future if his family like can't learn to accept me.
I'm sorry to hear that. That must be very tough, especially when it's his family. It's not like a friend or a coworker. It's family.
It is.
Has it put a strain in your relationship?
I mean, he claims that it doesn't bother him, that, he's like, whatever, I don't care about what they think, like, I love you, but I don't know. I mean, I'm so close with my family that I can just imagine that it must, weigh in a little bit for him, because he's close to his family too, so I know that their opinion matters to him, and I'm just worried that he's gonna end up resenting me for not being what his family wants in the future, and, regretting marrying me. And
has he given you reason to think he would resent you?
I mean, not really, but sometimes he'll, go meet up with his family or like hang out with his mom, and he won't tell me that he's doing it, and like I know he's going to see his mom, but he doesn't invite me because he knows that she doesn't like me. So.
Oh, that must feel like pretty bad, knowing that he's doing that without telling you.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel kind of like he's lying to me, and I know he's not doing it on purpose, but I don't know. I can't help but feeling that that's a really big part of his life that he's keeping from me,
And when you said that his mom didn't like you, when did you notice, or when did that start?
It's just like subtle things. I mean, she's never flat out said she doesn't like me, but I know she's told him that she doesn't like me, and he's told me before that, like, she's not a huge fan of me in, like, so many words, but I don't know. And I just get a vibe. Like, she's never really that nice to me, and she always talks to him alone, and she never, like, includes me in any of her dinners that she has with family, and I don't know. So I don't know how it's going to change now that I'm, engaged to him, but I'm afraid he's going to, like, take her side and decide that he doesn't want to be with me anymore.
And now, when you say take her side, has he ever, like, taken her side before yours?
I mean, sometimes I'll try to get him to see how unreasonable his mom is. Sometimes she just does things or, like, says things that are just, like, really unfair to people, and I mean, it's his mom. Like, he's gonna take her side, and he does defend her sometimes. He's like, well, that's not what she means.
I can understand it being tough, especially being engaged.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're putting him in a spot.
Mhm. Yeah, it's just
like
tough.
Taking sides.
And I don't know. Like, it's fine. Our relationship's fine. Like, everything's great when we're alone, but as soon as, holidays come around or he starts talking about his family, he gets very uncomfortable. So, and I just don't know what to do to, like, change the way that he feels or to change the way that they feel about me, and I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm just being myself. But they just don't think I'm good enough.
Now, during holidays, do they include you?
I mean, they invite him, and obviously, like, he's gonna bring me. But it's coming to the point where I just don't even want to go, because I don't want to see his mom, and I don't want to, like, feel like I don't belong. And we've been dating for, like, 7 years now, so.
And that must be very tough, just feeling not like you don't belong.
Yeah.
Especially, like, in a family, and you're coming into this family, you want to come in feeling like you belong.
Yeah. And it just makes me think about, like, when we do get married and if we have kids, and, like, how are they going to treat me then? I mean, if it's so bad now, like, how are they going to treat their own grandchildren or, like, their, you know, I just...
Have you ever spoken to his mom
about
this issue?
I've talked to her. I mean, I've confronted her and said, like, why don't you like me, basically? Like, what can I do differently to make you feel better about me being with your son, sort of thing? And she's basically just denied it. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like you're crazy, like, I do like you. But you can tell that she's, you know, not really being sincere.
Mm-hmm. Especially, like, trying to, like, make the situation, like, better by speaking to her and her denying it.
Yeah.
That must not seem like a good feeling.
Yeah, it just makes me feel really, like, misunderstood and just out of place. And sometimes when I talk to her, she goes and she tells David, my fiance, like, she kind of twists my words and she, like, uses it against me. And I don't know.
How's his reaction to when she twists your words?
I mean, he doesn't believe her really when she says bad things about me. He's pretty neutral. I mean,
that is a good point. Where
yeah,
he'll believe you.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's really good about it, but sometimes he'll be like, so you talked to my mom, like, what'd you guys talk about? Like, she seemed pretty upset about it. And so, I don't know, even though he's not taking her side, it's almost like, I don't know, like, he's kind of siding with her a little bit, because he's still listening to what she has to say, so.
No, how does that feel, like, when he's siding with her?
I just feel like I'm not, like, I don't come first, you know?
Like, especially when you guys are engaged and married, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
And congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
But that is a big thing.
Yeah.
And before getting into this family, you need to know that where your place is. Which, like how you said, you want to be put first. Yeah,
and I just want to know that if I marry him, that I am always going to come first, and our family is going to come first over, like, his mom and his other family, I guess. So, I don't know, I don't know what I should do. Like, I really want to marry him, and we've been engaged for, like, a week now. So I don't feel like much has changed in terms of that, but I don't know, I'm a little scared about what our marriage will actually look like.
Do you feel like this was a breaking point where the engagement?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the engagement just made it more real. I mean, before I think I could ignore the fact that, you know, I was like, okay, well, his family doesn't like me, but we're just dating, and now it's like, we're getting married, like, this is a real thing, you know?
Yeah, marriage is the real deal.
Yeah, I know, and it's like, I don't want to be, like, 5 years into the marriage and be divorcing over something like the fact that his family doesn't like me, you know? So I'd rather confront it now and see if it's gonna actually get better or not.
And that's good. Your perspective on this is good, like, handling it now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is a good way to go, just speaking to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he even realizes, like, how much I think about it. You know, like, he just thinks it's something that we can get through, and it's our lives, it's not theirs, and our love is what's important, but I don't know, like, sometimes it's really important what other people think about your relationship.
And like you said before, you guys were just dating, so maybe his thoughts are sort of the same, where you guys were just dating, so it wasn't a big aspect. But now when you're engaged, this is the family you're gonna go into.
Yeah. So I don't know, I don't know how to make it better. And I mean, I don't want to, like, break off the engagement just because I'm worried about, like, what our future will be like, but at the same time, like, I don't necessarily want to get married knowing in the back of my mind that might be an issue, like a big issue. So
it's good that you want to resolve it now. It's true, down the line, you don't want that to just grow and grow and grow.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like one of his sisters likes me, so she's kind of like the loose cannon. Like, she kind of broke off from the family. She's very like independent, and you know, she's like an activist, and so she likes me. But
that's good. There's one positive.
Yeah,
thing
there's
in
one
his
positive.
family.
Yeah. So I mean, at least it's not like the entire family hates me, but I don't know. I'm just wondering if it's something that we can actually get through. I guess I'm just gonna have to, figure it out.
But you guys have come this far. You dated, you got
Yeah.
through that. Now you're engaged, which I'm sure you'll get through that too.
Mm-hmm.
But I like your idea of resolving this, like before it gets
Mhm.
further, before the problem gets bigger.
Yeah.
Maybe, how you feel about speaking to his mom again?
I mean, we're having dinner with them to, tell them about the engagement, because we haven't told them yet. I think next week. And I don't know. I thought about talking to her, but then like it might just make it worse, by bringing it up again, because I have talked to her about it before. But I just don't know what I'd say. Like, I don't want to change who I am to make her happy, and I just don't know like what I can do.
And you shouldn't. You shouldn't have to change who you are.
Yeah. I mean, they come from like a really wealthy family, and I think they wanted him to marry some like, girl from the block, like down the block or whatever, like some preppy girl with no brain, and I just feel like I don't fit, like the mold, like the,
Yeah.
what his parents want me to be.
And you shouldn't have to compare yourself. You shouldn't feel like you have to compare yourself with someone else. Like the way his parents or his mom is making you feel, like being compared to someone that lives by him, or someone in his social circle.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's like a good thing that we're not the same, because then, life is so boring when you're with people that are the same as you, and like we could just compliment each other, and I just wish that his mom could see that.
And he fell in love with you, and you fell in love with him. So whatever his mom thinks, you could leave that at the door.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I have to focus on like how strong our relationship is, and not let it get into my head that, maybe his mom doesn't like me, but it doesn't change like our relationship. I mean, we've been together for 7 years, so.
And that's a good point. You said like your relationship is you and him,
Mm-hmm.
and at the end of the day, you need to focus on that. And the stronger it gets, the outside influences won't mean anything.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think I'll just do that. I don't know, maybe at this dinner, I could try talking to her again, or, I mean, hopefully she just like accepts the fact that I'm not going away, so.
That's a good point. Like it's good that you're still trying with her,
Mm-hmm.
and like trying to do things that she likes. Maybe she'll come around.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, again, it's you and him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just keep communication open. This week, just focus. Like your homework that you could take home will be just focusing on your relationship. And I like this trying out with his mom, like trying to speak to her about things she likes.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, keep in mind it's you and him. You guys are gonna start your own family. And then work from there.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely try doing that and see what happens.
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thank you. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.